Yo, what's up guys? So it's January 22nd, 2026. Today's Thursday. I ended up taking one trade today, so let's get over it. So, coming in today, what I was looking at, we ended up making these strong candles to the upside. We ended up closing yesterday's with this 500 points move. So, rejection move. So, I'm leaning more bullish. Why? Because we ended up opening now this 4-hour bullish fair value up, for example, and we have this 4-hour fair value up in here, unmitigated fair value up, and this low resistance liquidity in here, and this major buy side liquidity. So I'm leaning more bullish in the higher time frame as we ended up flipping to the upside. So if we respect this 4-hour fair value up, I mean, I'm seeing this as my condition for the day. If we respect this 4-hour fair value up, I was expecting something like, for example, at least this 4-hour fair value up to get hit. So if we are in a bullish trend, what I want to see, this low not getting taken because it's protected. It trade inside this 4-hour fair value up, which is a strong PD array for buys to support. So at least I was, to be honest, at least I was expecting this 4-hour to get hit, but I mean, at the moment it didn't get hit. I think it can, but that's not the point. So what happened? We ended up, let me go to market open. So market open, what happened? We ended up making 930 manipulation. We swept all these low resistance liquidity inside these big 1-hour fair value gaps. So what I was looking, I was clearly looking to price to reach this 1-hour fair value gap slash BPR, which is heavily in discount for longs, too long. So what ended up happening? Market open, we swept pre-market sell side, and we promote this first long. I saw a lot of people got stopped out in here. I think it's not in here. So now we open, right, so now we have these 5 minute in here, this 4 minute above that 5 minute. So there's like low resistance liquidity we just made here. So now what happened? We reached that 1 hour here, which is what I was looking to happen. I mean, I was looking this 1 hour to hit and then run all the way up to grab that liquidity we just made, something like this. So we just manipulate. We have equal highs, almost equal, relative equal highs at top, and the daily profile run liquidity, in my opinion. So why I didn't took this, if you look, we have this 3 minute, which is pretty clean, but if you look at the 5, there's nothing in the 5. But if you look at the 4, we have this tiny fair value gap in here, and that's what I ended up holding and sending price lower. And I saw people got stopped out because of that. They didn't notice of that for a minute, I would say, but no, I did. So I stood out of that trade and I was waiting. What happened? We ended up having this news release at 10. We ended up shopping here for a while. I was not interested in seeing these London lows get taken because we are supposed to keep them protected as we are in a higher time frame bullish narrative, so there's no reason to go for them. So what happened? If you look in here, even though we are inside this big 30 minutes fair value gap, which is a strong condition that can send price lower, if you look at internally and you look at the 15 minutes. Yes, we ended up inversing this first 15 minutes, and now we have this second 15 minutes, which one M and Q ended up making relative, I would say, equal highs, and set equal highs, and then we retrace to this 5 minutes. What happened? You look, we trade back inside that 5 minutes. Now we open this 5 minutes berries follow up. So this trade was more than a discretionary trade because we are inside this big 30-minute follow up. But so my narrative, as I said, was something like retrace inside this area, then fly. So there's no reason for that 30-minute to hold if that's what's going to happen. I mean, the reason I took this trade is that I just ignore completely this 30-minute follow up, as we got this manipulation inside here. I open 1 hour BPR, so over discounted OT of the range. I mean, everything was there for a reversal towards higher prices. So yeah, I just completely didn't give a shit about that 30-minute follow up, and I just used the 15 and the 5 minute. I mean, if my bias is that we are going to grab all this liquidity, what I want to see a retrace and a flip, and that's what we got there. We have relative, so equal highs, and now we promote this strong closure in here that practically tells me that we are going to grab at least the internal high. So that's what I was looking for. I went inside this with 1-to-1. I'm in for either what the fuck is this? Okay, so I got in stops below the order block, so 1 minute order block, take profit at the internal high, which is a strong DOL, as we are trending to the upside, and now we just made that manipulation in here. We have strong liquidity above, so there's no reason to keep moving lower if we are going to be right and try all the way back up in here. And that's what ended up happening. We ended up hitting TP there, 1-to-1, and now if you look at the price what's doing, yeah, we are slowly keep moving higher. I just went to 1-to-1, and yeah, I think personally we are going to reach at least these equal highs. This looks like 9:30, or more. It looks like more like New York AM manipulation, lunch PM expansion. We did a lot of manipulation in this move, this first move down, and yes, I mean, I just took this continuation. Was more a discretionary trade because we ended up ignoring this big 30-minute, but yes, it is what it is. I mean, you have to adapt the conditions, and yeah, that's the trade I took today, and yeah, I don't have nothing to say. See you tomorrow, guys.